Someone that's playing for you is running. Come on, you gonna come out? So with that being said, you or someone outside of you, you're no longer, you might be running for the hills, away from something. You no longer want to participate in the environment or express yourself in a certain type of way, in a certain type of energy, or just with a certain type of person or group of people. Yeah, look, as I say, group of people, that's a person or a certain group of people. So you heading for the hills, chariot on the bottom, and you doing that shit quick. You don't want no parts of that. I don't want nothing to do with who or whatever that is, wherever that is. I'm cool on that. Whether that's you or someone outside of you. Then someone running from you, Capricorn, or you look, because you realize something. Yeah, there you go, Capricorn. Damn. Somebody realized after getting some emotional clarity that the situation they were in was toxic and it was not a good long-term investment. So someone else go ahead and expand it out of that. Once they became aware of that, realized that light. Look, there you go. You stopped receiving feelings from that, pulled yourself out of conflict, and you headed for the hills. Or away from that. Or that's someone towards you. Someone is headed for the hills away from Capricorn, because Capricorn is the toxic one. You know what side of the fence you fall on. You might be trying to figure out, hey, I wonder what happened. I ain't heard from so-and-so in a while. I ain't been there in a while. Yeah, motherfuckers is moving away from you, Cap. Or then somebody might be hitting that one. Damn, what happened to Capricorn? I ain't seen Capricorn in a while. Let me shoot Capricorn a text. They can't reach you. Capricorn in a different place, a different spiritual place. And that spiritual place, don't subscribe to that energy. You feel me? Well, you might actually hit them. They could get through you. Oh, what's poppin', Capricorn? What up? Trying to link, can't even link up. Cap ain't making no plans with them people no more. Every time Capricorn involved himself in that energy, you are brought in the example as to why you should not be in that energy. Some wild shit always pop off when you hang out with so and so, when you express yourself in that environment, and it be like you don't get hit but you get grazed type shit, and you can only get grazed. God only gonna give you free passes so many times before you finally get pegged by one of them shits, and that's when the lesson gonna stick. And put your foot. Well, look, somebody outside of you got hit. Shine. You shine your little light now that you're more aware of a situation or how you feel about a relationship or friendship. You put your foot in the shoe that fits you, yo. That shit came out in reverse. Hey, look, Capricorn, listen, your last one was a night and day from this one. So you may be in a situation where it's like you may be aware something shine. You became aware of some more light about a situation or relationship. It's like the lights got turned on in your relationship. Now you see who you've been in a room with, who you've been sharing a space with, and your mind immediately went towards the gutter when you started thinking about this long term. Damn, I've been doing this for that long. I've been expressing myself like that I thought this was solid. This shit about toxic as hell. Whether that's an energy you had or an energy from your external world that you was participating in. You don't see nothing good coming from this. Drip. Drip. Yeah, you might be trying to express yourself. It's like you want to take your mind somewhere else now that you have this experience. Now that I've been in shit, you might still be in that shit. I'm gonna be honest. You might be in a position where it's like, you got to get a new job. You're not going to quit this job before I'm going to get a new job first, then I'm going to quit this job. Might be that type of situation. You could be doing that shit in a relationship too. I wouldn't recommend that method, but some motherfuckers get down like that. So you could be trying to find you a new partner before you up and just leave this partner. You feel me? Yeah, something's unfair. It ain't right. It's unjust, and that's probably why you're in the position. You might have been the one who took some unjust action. And by carrying yourself in a certain type of way, you might have thought you could manipulate, or you thought you had more control in a space than you actually did, and you burnt yourself. And now you may be received in an environment, and the 10 of coins in reverse. Someone looking at you like you're not a good long-term investment. This isn't a good relationship for me to participate in because of how Capricorn was bringing himself. Fuck with me. This is a song that's playing for you. Yeah, and then you got a whole lot of feelings about that though. You got the sun and the moon in reverse with the 5. Somebody left out of something. If it's you versus you, Capricorn, you could be no longer expressing yourself. Again, it's like you're not giving your all at your job because you know this job ain't right for you. Just because of how it's how the pay is, or just how the management run, you feel me? How shit in the workplace get done, or just whatever it is, whatever circumstance it is. You realize in accordance to what you believe in, this isn't just. This ain't right. And that's because you got some new feelings were pulled out of you. Whether someone that came towards you and expressed an emotion to you, or you just received an emotion after observing something in your external world, and that made you wake up and see, hold the fuck up. You feel me? Yeah, look, you woke up. And your manager can't rock you to sleep no more. Your manager can't tell you this and to get you to stay at the job no more. This person can't come to you and express themselves like this and bring you these, oh, but remember that, remember this, you feel me? Hit you with the trauma, the little trauma bond, and you feel me? It can't hit you like that no more. You already see this is a bad investment. That's why you into it. You're thinking differently about this, or just about life. Now that you've been through this. And now you may be realizing, after experiencing this experience and realizing what you've been in was messed up, now you looking at every relationship you are in, and you may realize now that you got this new feeling, every relationship you was in was unfair, was unjust, it wasn't right. And you may be taking control the way you need to be taking control now that your intuition lit up. You feel me? Now that you listening to God speak to you now. We all got a phone. Some of us don't pick it up. Some people, the way you express yourself in your life, your connection a little weak. You feel me? You singular type shit. And some of y'all got dial-up, but we all got a phone. Some of y'all got the can and the little line. You feel? Hey, but we all got a phone. And look, again, back in the day, you might not have been carrying yourself the way you needed to carry yourself in an environment there, Cap. You know what that look needed. But now you may be in a position where it's like, I need to be there. I need to do that now. Look, after you've been through some shit, the sun in reverse, the moon in reverse, 10 of coins in reverse. You've been through a hurricane. You might just be in the eye of the storm at the moment. You feel me? That's the calmest spot to be. In whatever situation you're in. And now that you're in it, you see what's around you. You feel me? You may be in the position where you getting ready to take yourself in a different place now that you're aware. It's like you packing up. And because you experience, you know not to go naked. You know to go with some armor. You know to go with a certain mentalities to keep the external world from affecting your persons. Your mind about something, you feel me? To keep this person from changing my mind, let me go in with some thoughts and feelings that I know they can't get through. You feel me? Yeah, look, you holding on to that. Whatever realization you came to, whatever it is, whatever mind you made up, you built this mind. You built this mind from firsthand experience in some shit. You feel me? So now people may have experienced a similar experience, but don't nobody experience an experience the way you experienced the experience. So now you know this is what works for you when it comes to that. Because you know that ain't something you want to be in forever. I don't want to be tied to that for an extensive amount more time than I have to. I want to leave this alone. Because motherfuckers was lying to you, or at one point you was just lying to yourself. You were really playing yourself. You were passing up blessings, carrying yourself a certain type of way. You ain't with that shit no more. And that's because if it's you versus someone outside of you, someone outside of you could have expressed or brought you an emotional mind that changed your perspective on your life. Or just you been in a one-sided situation. You've been in an unjust situation that brought you the emotional mind because you were in something. It brought you new feelings, a new perspective on just life in general, or just that certain circumstance, or just that subject, that topic. And now that you have this perspective, you see what you're in. You see the world you built around you isn't the world you want to live in. You know what I mean?